Hello, class. In this video, I'd like to answer a few more questions from the exam. So it looks like we have a data set here. It looks like it's the weights of candy. So if we open this up into StatCrunch, we can create a histogram using our data. So here is our data, nicely arranged for us. I press graph. Oh, hold on. Let me open this up a little bit bigger. Here we go. Graph, histogram, var1, and I press compute. And let's take a look to see how this compares to my choices. Just bear with me. There we go. So you can see there's clearly a gap here. My data is going to rise as we go from left to right. And it looks like we're starting at 0.80, somewhere around there. So I know graph C is no good because my data is falling from left to right, or the bars fall from left to right, and we should be rising. So my choices have to be either A or B, but I notice B has that gap right in between, and I notice here's that gap. So I'm going to select choice B. And then that graph is skewed to the left, and then we're asked for the mean, the median, of the candy, right? So if we go back to our data, I don't need the graph anymore, but I can do stat, summary statistics. My data is in the column var1. I press compute. So my mean is this 0.893. It does say round to 3 decimal places, right? The nearest thousandth, 10th, 100th, 1000th. And the median is 0.9. And I think that should do it for the mean and the median. And then it says, which measure of central tendency best describes the weight of the candy? So if your data is skewed left or skewed right, you want to use the median, not the mean. Okay, so I'm going to try the median. I press check answer. Hey, we get the 100%. Let's keep going. Question number 5. All right, so it says find the sample variance and the standard deviation. All right, again, I'll open up my data in StatCrunch. I press stat, summary statistics, columns, variable 1. I want the variance and the standard deviation. I press compute. My variance is 183.73. I forgot what they want first. Choose the correct answer below. Okay, so the variance would look like, and notice I did say sample variance, so I'm going to use S squared. Okay, if they said population variance, I would have used the omega squared. And the answer here was 183.73. 187.73. I'm sorry, 183.73. Let's just fix that. Okay, and again, notice the word sample variance versus population variance. All right, next, for the standard deviation, you just take the square root of this number. And so that would be this S. And it's 13.55. Oh, 1 decimal place. So 13.6. And check answer. And we get the 100%. Let's do one more. Number 6. All right, so we have our data, flight times from one city to another, the range. All right, we could just subtract the lowest number from the highest number. If you want to keep using StatCrunch, you can do that. You know, it might just be easier to eyeball this data and look for the lowest number and the highest number. But I'll use StatCrunch variable 1, and I think, let's see, I'm going to want the standard deviation eventually, and the range is down here. Press compute. So the range is 25 minutes. And again, that's just taking the biggest number and subtracting that from the smallest number, or the smallest number from the biggest number. And then my standard deviation was 8.4, right? Because it says 1 decimal place. And I think that should do it. And we get the 100%. I hope this helps with those problems. Thanks for watching.